Hi everybody. So, since I just had a little bit of a mishap with my JTank, I pulled it off the cardo, got juice everywhere. Figured now would be a perfect time to explain how to put juice in your tank. So does everybody see how I have that pulled up a little bit? There's still a little tiny bit of juice in there. Okay. So, what you do is you take your bottle of juice. Right here I have a mix that I made. It's apples in your face. Hopefully soon this will be on zombie juice, and then you guys can check it out. Sorry, this bottle is like nearly empty. But basically you do this. Try to avoid the cardo. Can you put about that much juice in? So about half full. And then you just slide her on back down. It should snap down like that. See, and there's a little hole in my cardo. And then you put your drip tip back on. Like that. This is my lovely Ming tip, courtesy of electronicsticks.com. And now I have a little bit of a leak over that's happening, but that happens if you get juice in the cardo. Happens with any cardos if you fill them up too much. So then what you would do with the Zeus is this button right here. You push it down like that. So I terribly overfilled my cardo, so that's why I'm not getting any vapor. So I'm just gonna have to let that drain down. There we go. So, that's a JTank. That is also from electronicsticks.com, as is the cardo. This Zeus I painted, so it is different than any other Zeus out there. But they're really cool tube mods, and they take an 18650, such as this, to make it a 3.7 battery, or a 3.7 mod, which is what I vape on. I do 3.7. My husband, on the other hand, he likes his stuff more at 6 volts, 7 volts. And he uses, in his Zeus, 2 of these little guys, which are the 3.2 voltage batteries. They're on the charger right now, charging. But, that's these two mods. I also, if I can find my ego around here, wanted to talk a little bit about egos. Because I hear a lot of people in the community say, you know, we don't really use our egos anymore, or whatever. I still vape on 3.7, so I still use mine. I'm just grabbing some stuff out of here so I can show you guys some stuff. Way cool stuffs. And, I am going to go ahead and do this, and I'll be back in a couple of minutes. And you guys can go ahead and watch my next video, because that'll be all about the Joyce egos. Mine is pink. It's all pretty. And, then we'll talk about some juice. So, yeah, thank you. Oh, and the Zeus right now is available at zombie-juice.com. They're really cool mods. I recommend people get them. They're awesome. You can use cardos on them and atomizers. You can use either. As long as they, you know, are okay for whatever battery type you're using. And as always, remember to use protected batteries. You never want to use an unprotected battery in a mod. They can be very dangerous. Unless it's otherwise stated. I know there are some mods out there that use unprotected batteries. This one is not one of them. So, don't use an unprotected battery. So yeah, that's all for now about the Zeus. They're awesome, and actually, I think, yeah, I have my husband's Zeus right here. So we'll go ahead and, since I only vape at 3.7, I'm gonna go ahead and take my battery out of my Zeus and stick it in his, so you guys can see the copper vein. Copper vein is one of the styles of Zeus that zombie-juice offers. They're really kind of spiffy. The only problem that I've seen with any of these tanks is that they can be very hard to take off of your stuff. Especially if you over-tighten things, like I apparently do. Well, it doesn't look like... Oh, okay. I have an idea. Sorry it's taken so long, people. I'll be back to you in a moment. Alrighty. So like I said, copper vein is freaking cool. And I hope you guys are enjoying this music. This is a gun or agon, depending on where you're from. And she's a French artist. I discovered her while I was taking French in college, and I really like her, so I listen to a lot of her music. But there we go. Obviously these are my caps and stuff, but this is really cool. Let me see if I can get in up close. Yeah. Right there, that is the powder coating. It kind of looks like snakeskin to me, which I like. I think is really cool. Like I said, my cardo is still overfilled, so it's kind of draining, but, that's the Zeus. It's way cool. Check it out if you guys can get one. They're really kind of inexpensive for that style of mod, and they're really cool. Yeah, so there's that. I will be back, and we will talk about egos. Alrighty.